Hey there, Sagittarius. Let me move something around real quick. Welcome to your reading for December 12th, the week of. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and people like that. But let's see what comes up for you this week. And yeah, it looks really good, gotta say. So let's dig into it. Let's see. I would definitely say your mind is probably on money this week, and maybe a little bit of love too. You have the Eight of Hearts actually coming up first. This is a card of being swept off your feet. So in a lot of ways, there are three people showing up here in your reading. Whenever people just show up, there's usually a good chance for love. Especially if you're looking. This is a card of socializing, and it is a card of directly putting the work in. So it does say, like, you have to, go out and try to meet people and things like that. You can't just, not do anything. You have to do something to get this, but it does say if you put the effort in, you could absolutely meet somebody this week. So it's a very good card for love. It's also a great card for work as well. It just, again, it's an 8. Exactly what you put into work is exactly what you're going to get back. Same for business and even investments and things like that. Like if you're retired, researching a new investment or something like that, putting that work in is what will get you the reward. So definitely don't be afraid to work hard this week, although I don't even think it's going to be a problem because every card you have here is about hard work, and I think a lot of you are just going to be kind of busting your butts this week to get stuff done. Again, maybe even on a very mundane level, like maybe in your home. Maybe you want to make improvements to your home or something like that. It looks like a lot of you could just be, working your butt off there to make some things happen. So a very accomplished week this week, I have to say. Next, you have the Ace of Diamonds. Great card for money and a great card for starting anything new. Also a great card for starting something you've never done before as well. This has come up for a couple of the fire signs, and by a couple I mean you and Leo, that starting something that you've never done before would be good right now, and starting something new. It could be connected to something like, I don't know, maybe you're like in car sales or something like that, and you just switch to real estate. You're still selling stuff, but it's different because you've never done it before. So again, you could be doing something similar but different again, with the Ace of Diamonds, that can be very general. Could even be with people. You might be attracted to one type of person, but all of a sudden you try a different type of person, and that's just how it is with this card. And so you could be finding, you could be doing those types of things. And I would say not only would it be a very positive experience for you, but it would also be profitable. Even in a relationship, it could be directly profitable. And again, maybe not in a financial sense, but profitable maybe in a spiritual sense, or abundant in a love sense as well. Like, again, maybe you just give some other type of person a shot this week that you aren't normally attracted to or whatever, and they turn out to be amazing. So, very good card for just trying anything new. Be open to new experiences this week, but also very good for money. You also have the King of Diamonds, so really good for money and planning finances. Great for looking at your finances. King of Diamonds is specifically also good at looking at where maybe you're spending too much money. Like maybe you're spending too much money on video games or something like that. So it's not a card that says stop spending necessarily. It just says, hey, look at that and then decide if you could stop spending or not. Maybe your answer is no. And then, then you just don't do it anymore. It's also a thing. It's also a card where you can make a decision where you look at spending a lot of money, and maybe you spend a lot of money on knitting supplies or something like that, and you're like, man, I spend way too much money on my knitting. And now you're just like, you know what? I don't want to stop spending money on that, so how could I turn this into a business and make money off of it so I can spend more money? That's the type of thing that the King of Diamonds does. He asks himself how. He doesn't say, well, I can't do this anymore and just stop. He's like, hey, I really like to knit hats all day, and I can't do it for free, so why don't I start a business? I think a lot of people are going to be making those types of decisions in 2017 and 2018, both years, and probably 2019 too. Like, they're going to think, you know what, I really like doing this. I don't like my job, so I'm going to create my own business. We're going to see more and more people doing independent things. That's the King of Diamonds for you. Next, Queen of Diamonds. It's pretty much the same thing I just said, although she's a lot smarter than with money. I always say that, really the Queen of Diamonds to me is above the King of Diamonds in the deck. She's probably the only queen that is above the king in the deck, but, because she makes intuitive, smarter, slower, faster decisions. a lot of weird back and forth here this week, huh? But she makes slow, fast decisions, which means she's capable of making split-second decisions, but there's a little bit extra behind it, a little bit of intuition and things like that. The King of Diamonds can make bad mistakes, but with her, I think you will have a little bit of an edge this week. Next, you have the Ace of Spades. Overcoming obstacles represents existing problems being resolved, also represents victory. So I feel like a lot of you will have that sense of victory this week, like you finally made something happen, and I think it will be a very good thing for you. And finally, you end with the Jack of Spades. Looking at your problems, don't blame your problems on other people. Again, there's this big shift of people, I think people are going to start realizing that their problems are their own, and that nobody can help us, nobody can save us, which is a very, difficult thing to realize, I guess. Everybody wants the government to save them, or the aliens to come save us, or whatever, right? Well, it's not going to happen. We have to kind of help ourselves. It's weird because I feel like there's this really going to be, and again, I feel like it starts in 2017. Actually, it probably starts right now, December, and it'll just get stronger in 2017, where I think people are figuring out like that they need to be more independent and they need to do their own thing. And what's interesting about that is I also think that's going to make us more social too, which is totally weird because you're like independent and social. How do those things go together? But I don't know. I kind of sense it. So I think it's a good thing. But definitely a card of like looking at your own problems, but also a great card of resources and really having the resources to do the things you want, which is also very nice. So to me, it looks like an incredible week. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching.